Well, hello, sunshine. This is your energy forecast video for mid to end of November. So excited to do this. If you're not familiar with these, I will pull some cards for you for the next couple weeks, basically, so you can know what to expect. I'm going to get to that in a little bit, but first, before I do, I wanted to give a shout out to somebody who hosted a reading party. Actually, I've done quite a few reading parties recently, but I received a gift from one of my from somebody who hosted the party. So I just wanted to give a shout out to her. Thank you so much, Diane. She gets me. Isn't that the cutest thing? Hello, sunshine, because that's my thing. So I know I appreciate this so much. I just think it's so cute, and I love it, and it's all sparkly too. So it made me so happy, and I wanted to share it with you guys too. Now, when you see that out and about, you can just know that it's your angels and your guides. They're coming through me to say hi. That's their way of getting our attention. That's their way of letting you know that they're around and wanting to deliver a message basically through me. But I love that. It makes me happy. It's yellow. Okay, so moving on, I do want to tell you about something really exciting. Now, I know that Connie and I, we have been talking a little bit about this. We've posted some things on social media or mentioned it on social media. Maybe we haven't posted anything. But basically what we're going to be doing is launching a master course that's coming out in January. And it is an 8-week course. It is called Manifesting Success and Prosperity Master Course. So it's 8 weeks and we are going to be breaking things down step by step. It's going to be an easy step-by-step process that anybody can follow. And we're going to be covering a lot of material, but in an easy way. So we're going to break it down. It's going to be done through video. There's going to be some live sessions as well, where we will be walking you through the process, but the course does not launch until January 23rd of 2023. Interesting number. And so what we're doing though beforehand is we are going to be giving away the course for half off for the first 10 people starting tomorrow. So this video is coming out Monday. On Tuesday, November 15th, we're going to open up the ability for you for just a couple of days to get the course half off before we actually launch it. And we're going to open up the availability for you to purchase the course in January. So I think we're doing that in January. It might even be in December. I can't remember, December or January. I think we open it up in January. But anyways, we're starting to do this. We're going to give away 10 spots, half off, first come, first serve. And we're going to send out an email and we're going to send out information on Facebook and I believe on Instagram as well. So if you follow us, like I said, we're going to be checking the timestamps. First come, first serve. If you're interested, make sure you get in on that and do that because, that is it's going to be such an amazing course. It's all new content. It's something we've never done before. The platform is going to be different as well because there's going to be modules. We're going to be covering everything that, that you are looking to work through, career issues, financial issues, relationship issues. And like I said, we're going to break it down in step-by-step increments too, so it's easy to follow. So, a lot of us have been on this course of manifesting and trying to figure out, well, why can't I get the thing that I want to happen? Why isn't that happening? That is exactly what we're going to work through, and we're going to help you to break it down and to achieve your goals. So we are so excited about that and cannot wait to share it with you. So look for the emails to come out tomorrow and look for that on social media as well. We will have you reaching out to us through email, and then we'll send you a link on how to for the payment and what you can expect. So I am going to move on now. I am so excited. Hopefully you will join us for that in January. And there's so much and it's just going to be amazing. So so excited. Now I'm going to get started. I just was thinking, is there anything else that I needed to cover? Oh, Black Friday, Connie and I, we are going to do a special for Black Friday. So keep an eye out for that. And okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started and pull some cards for you and see what your angels and guides want to bring forward and what you can expect for the next couple of weeks. Okay, I'm hearing to kind of shake things up a little bit and use a different deck. I really like this deck. I started using this a few weeks ago and I had mentioned it. It's the new, I don't know if it's new, I think it is Guardian Angel Messages Tarot deck by Radley Valentine, and I really like the cards. It's a little bit of a twist, I think, on the other one that they did, the angel, this one that he did with Doreen Virtue. So, and I really like it. The energy of this deck is just phenomenal. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull some cards and see what our angels and our guides want us to know for the next couple of weeks. Setting the intention that they're going to bring forward what is for everybody's highest and greatest good. What do we need to know? What is going to help us the most? What do we need to work through? What do we need to know? All of that. Okay, so. And maybe, let's see. Interesting. Okay. I know, don't you like when I say that and you're like, what? Okay. I feel like I need to pull another card. Okay. So I like to just take a look at what they're showing me because it gives me some insight and some clarity overall instead of just taking them one by one too. So when I pull the cards, I just do this, you know, as I've said before as well, just intuitively of what I am being drawn and how many cards I'm being drawn to pull. I always do things differently. So I'm going to start with the first card. So the first card is the Page of Water. Page of Water is about sensitivity. And I know that there have been a lot of people struggling. We had a full moon, and we still are on the verge of that full moon and the energy of it. It's brought up a lot of fear. Okay, I keep hearing like fears. We're still working through the worry and the fears. And what I'm being shown also is kind of like into the future. I feel like there may be a lot of you that are thinking about that or thinking about the future that's bringing forward some worries and fears. And so like this Page of Water is just acknowledging being sensitive or feeling more sensitive than normal. Tuning into that energy. This is a positive card, and this is letting you know that, you know, your sensitivity is important, but you may be feeling a little bit more than normal. So it's really important to just, you know, not, again, and this seems to be a theme of not like pushing through the energy of just kind of allowing the feelings and the emotions to surface and doing, you know, some inner work and asking, you know, what is this really about? What is really going on here? You know, what am I working towards? Because they are showing me as we're getting near the end of the year as well, into the future, you know, into next year and thinking about what do I want to create, or, you know, where am I heading? You may be feeling a little bit of like anxiety about that, about how everything's going to unfold kind of in the next, you know, few months. And so they're just showing me not to let that kind of take you, not to let it spiral, not to let yourself spiral, that it's important. Okay, the next card, and I'll explain this too. The next card is the Three of Earth. The Three of Earth is collaboration. Okay, so this is like doing something creative. This is doing something with somebody else as well. It's about working together, kind of like teamwork, but it's reversed. Interesting. So you may be feeling like you're kind of doing a lot of things on your own and you don't really necessarily have the support that you're looking for. This can be connected with work, or it can be connected with home also. So it is a grounding card. It's an earth card. It has to do with home life, with financial. So you may just be feeling like things are not necessarily going in the direction that you want them to go in just yet. But what they're bringing forward too is the teamwork. I just keep hearing like teamwork, and that you're also putting on kind of like some of the finishing touches on things, and you're working on finding like a flow. So there may be some more detail-oriented things that have needed to get done at this point, that you feel like it's taking longer than it was supposed to, or it's not moving as quick as you wanted it to. It's interesting because it's 1:11 right now. So it's important for me to mention that time as I'm recording the video. When you watch it, it's going to be a different time, obviously, but that's interesting because it's about watching your thoughts. So for me to notice that, that's why this is coming forward, for you to be watching your thoughts and to be aware of what you're putting out. And you may be feeling like some negativity. You may be feeling negativity from other people, and just not feeling like you are able to get like they're showing me momentum. And part of that has to do with the energy right now, because it's important for you to really take a step back and evaluate, really find the time to evaluate, time to kind of figure out, how can I work as a team? How can I do my part? And even if somebody else isn't doing theirs, it may require you to take a step back and not to engage, not to push that energy of either that other person that's causing an issue or the situation. It's like, take a step back and be reflective right now. Don't try to force the creativity, the energy. It needs to align, and it's just not the right timing yet. And so again, you may be getting resistance from another person about what you want to do, about wanting to move forward in a relationship, or from somebody in a relationship, or from a family member, or from somebody from work. Because I keep feeling this this push-pull and this energy of like resistance. So if that's the case, just realize that, you need to focus on you and work on your thoughts and work on what you're projecting and what you're putting out there, and let that energy change the situation, because it's important to not be, I just keep getting like that resistance. Wait for perfect timing, and your talents are going to be rewarded. So there's some very creative energy that's happening. It's like wanting to create something, wanting to put something or do something, and whether again work or with your home, maybe redoing something at your house, or wanting to do something more creative with work, and just again feeling that energy of that kind of stuck. What you thought it was going to be, maybe it wasn't. So it's okay, because I'm being shown like this seeds are well planted card, that you are making progress, even though necessarily it may not seem like it is right now. And then the next card is the balance card. So that's kind of, again, the energy of this, making sure that you have balance, not overdoing it, finding ways that you can really like ground. This is, wanting you to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and that you're not overgiving. And you're also having a very good energetic boundary with other people, and specifically with this situation as well. It may be okay there, because the next card, let me bring this forward. The next card is the ego card, which is fear. So this is where you feel like you're trapped. This is an illusion. When we feel like we're trapped or we can't move, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're, again, it's like sometimes we'll internalize or we'll think, well, what am I doing wrong? Why is the universe against me? Why is the universe not helping me? And I'm just going to say this is where our course is going to come in, because we're going to explain a lot of that to you. You want to work with the energies. It's like you want to just align with the energy and take those steps. Like, what is it that I need to do right now? Usually it's something else that doesn't even have to do with the thing you're trying to shift the energy of. Sometimes what you need to do is take your energy off of what the issue is and put your energy and your attention on something else. That literally will change what you're actually trying to change, because you're not pushing against and you're not resisting. And you want to let the energy of that flow. So if there's a situation where you're struggling with a person or somebody or a relationship, and you're just, you keep getting resistance, and you're not getting through, you feel like you're not being heard, take a step back. This is really the time to take a step back and do something else. Focus your energy on something else, whether it's like cleaning your house, going to the store, doing some shopping, call somebody and talk about something else, not that issue. Get out of the energy, literally, like remove yourself from it, because you're not trapped. It feels like it, but it's the reason when we have things that don't work or aren't working, it doesn't mean that we're doing something wrong. A lot of times, like I said, we'll internalize and feel like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. This is like because I'm not X, Y, and Z. I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, or, I made a mistake. It doesn't always mean that. What will happen is when there's resistance with it, it's about taking a step back and saying, okay, I just need to reevaluate what it is that I really am looking to achieve. What is it that I want to, what do I want to manifest? And what is it that is working with the situation versus what isn't working with the situation? Because when we put our attention on what isn't working, that magnifies it. That makes it more intensified. So you want to take your attention away from it for a time being and focus on something else that you can do, or something else that you can get done. I know for me, I really struggle with the computer stuff, things that don't make sense to me as we're putting together this course too. There's a lot of that frustration for me that's been coming up, because it's putting me outside of my comfort zone. And I've had to do that literally, where I've had to take a step back away and do some research, maybe on something else, or do some of the other details that are easier or that I can get done, so that I feel like, oh yeah, I can do that. I can accomplish that piece. And then I can come back to this when I've rested, or, when I've given myself a little bit more time so I can think clearly. Because if you're doing something and you're frustrated, you're just going to be, resisting. That energy is just pushing, and you're not getting the result that you're looking for. So that's why they're saying, take a little bit of time and work on the things that you can change right now, work on the things that you can do, instead of staying in that stuck energy and getting yourself all frustrated, like you're doing something wrong, because you're not. It's just, you have to wait for perfect timing, and you have to wait for the alignment of things. If it's not the right timing, it's not going to work. And that's how it's not going to work. So that's why you just take a step back and you wait maybe a day or a couple of days. And then you're like, okay, then things start to really move and you can get things done. I know when I'm, getting ready to do a reading party, there's a lot of energy that's required for that. So sometimes, like, I wanted to record the video for the energy forecast the other day, and it was not the right timing. I didn't feel good that day and I needed to rest. So that's why they're using that as an example. If you need to rest, do that. Don't push the energy, because it's not gonna work. You'll feel it, and it doesn't feel good when you do that. So the next card is the Seven of Air. And this is about, actually, interesting. I'm going to look this one up too. This is giving me a little bit. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's why they said to look it up. So this is kind of one of the overall cards too, which is what I was just saying. The message is this is not the time for fear. It is a time for intense awareness of what is going on around you and within you. Focus your mental energy on your powers of observation rather than getting caught up in your emotions. That is, I just said that. That's so cool. I love the way they said that too. Focus your mental energy on your powers of observation rather than getting caught up in your emotions. We can help point out the important issues for you if you ask us. So, absolutely. This is about ask your angels, ask them for help. It says it's a time to reevaluate your priorities, making choices very carefully, embracing the truth, misunderstanding someone's motives. So there may be some misunderstandings going on as well. That's why you want to take a step back. And it may feel like something is being taken from you. It may feel like you are losing your freedom in some way, because, you're wanting whatever this is, or you want, resolution. You want this thing to shift. And this is just showing you or telling you this is a time for you to just take a step back and observe, be an observer, and wait for perfect timing. You're needing to reevaluate. Something isn't in alignment with what your goal is just yet. Doesn't mean that it won't be soon, but just for right now. Okay. Now, the next card, interestingly enough, too, is the Lover's card. And this is about relationships. So there's definitely something with a relationship where there's some type of misunderstanding. This could be significant other, children, work. There is an issue with that. And so again, feeling this, this kind of push-pull, and there may be, again, misunderstandings. Take a step back and wait until you either feel that you need to reach out to the person, or wait till you have more understanding of how to move forward, and do some evaluation within, do some inner reflecting. How can I shift this energy? How can I focus my attention on the positive things instead of the things that are not working? I keep hearing that. So it's like, take your attention off of the negative. Stop arguing, stop, complaining. That was the word I heard this morning. Interesting. Stop complaining and stop talking about it, because all that does is intensify the energy. So work on solutions. What can I do right now? How can I shift my energy about this? How can I focus on the positive things that are working in my life? And just kind of take your attention off of that thing or that situation just for a little while, okay, until the energy shifts again. And the King of Fire, okay, so this is in the future position, and this card is letting you know that there will be time for movement. This is an action card. This could be connected with a male, or it's like a strong, it's a head of the organization. It could be you, that's the head of the company. Like me and Connie being, in charge of the business. So this may be something too, where you're looking to put that type of energy into something moving forward in the future. Action being required. And this is where, motivation, you need a lot of motivation to move forward. This is what this card is showing you. You will get that will come forward. You will get more clarity on where you need to go. It's just not here yet. So in the meantime, and I know that's really hard, have some patience, but this is about inspiration as well. So you're going to get inspired. You're going to feel like, yeah, that's what I want to do. That's the, divine idea, or that's the way for me to be able to move forward. And that peace will come to you. So in the next couple of weeks. So just, again, 2 weeks, couple weeks, it's not a lot of time in the overall scheme of things. It may feel like it in the moment, but it's really not. So, and then I know, we have Thanksgiving coming up too. So that's part of this. There may be part of that too, trying to, do too much and overwhelm yourself. So this is a very important message Do not overwhelm yourself. Do not put too much on your plate. If you feel like you can't host Thanksgiving this year, do not do that. If you need to make it a smaller celebration, make it a smaller celebration. Find ways to make things easier for yourself right now instead of overwhelming yourself with too much to do, because you already have a lot on your plate to do right now. So you don't need to add more. Very interesting. I just threw that at the end here. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards. That was a little bit longer than I was expecting, but it is a very personalized message. And thank you so much to everybody who reaches out to me and says, you know, your message really made sense to me. And thank you. And even for those who have said, you know, that part didn't really mean anything, or that part I didn't really resonate with that. Within a few weeks, they actually will reach back out to me and say, oh, I got it. I didn't get it in the beginning, but then I got it, you know, then it all made sense. So if it doesn't make sense right away, don't worry, because just, you know, take it in, and work with the pieces that you do resonate with, the pieces that do fit for you. All right. So I'm going to pull a card from the Romance Angels, about relationships, kind of just seeing, doesn't again have to be a romantic relationship, but this just can give you insight into what's going on with your relationships or relationships in general. Finances and career. Isn't that interesting? Because that is what we're going to be talking about in our course. So Manifesting Success and Prosperity Master Course coming in January. Perfect. So you need that. All right. This is your message from your guides. You need to take this course. Seriously, it's going to be we're so excited. I'm so excited to do this. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So something connected with finances is causing a problem. That again, it's very important to not let your fear get in the way. Don't let yourself get all worked up about it. Take a step back. I have noticed this so much, and this is like, when I want to manifest something, all I do, and we're going to talk about this in the course, all I do is I will sit down and I will think about something fun that feels good, okay, connected with that topic. So let's say it's financial, all right? If I want to bring in more finances or more money, I will literally sit down and I'll just imagine and see, you know, money falling from the sky. Now, for you, you may think, well, that's airy fairy. That's not going to work for me. So find something that does work. Think about something that would make you really excited and happy. Maybe you'd be at the casino and you won a whole bunch of money. Maybe that's something that really feels like you could really resonate with that you're like, yeah, that would be really cool. I would love that. Or, you know, maybe you're imagining that, you know, you got a raise at work and that really makes you so excited. Or you know, put something out on Marketplace and somebody bought it and you're like, yeah, you know, I just made, you know, a couple $100 off of that. And that, whatever it is that feels like it is exciting for you, or it feels like, yeah, that could work for me. Imagine that. Think about that. Stay in that energy and that, you know, fun feeling for just a few minutes, like maybe a couple minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you have, and then get up and go about your day and do what you need to do. Notice within about 24 to 48 hours, usually some type of extra money, cash, some type of abundance will be drawn to you. It's just how it works. You become a magnet for prosperity. So that is one thing that is really phenomenal and really works. And recently, we're going to share this in the course, and I'm not going to tell you too much, but it's really funny because Connie manifested a significant amount of money out of the blue. And just because we were talking about it, then literally the next day I got a check in the mail that I was not expecting for $380. Random source that I was like, what is this? Okay, that's how it works, because we were talking about it and I was in the energy of it. So just for those few minutes, I was so excited for her. And that manifested money in my life. So that can work for you too. All right. So it's kind of have fun with it. Make it a game. That's how you manifest, is by changing the energy and shifting your energy into what is possible. And anything is possible. And it really, truly is. All right. So I'm going to pull another card from your loved ones from heaven. Okay. So what are your loved ones on the other side want to say to you today? A message from heaven. Okay. So this is a beautiful card. This is from your loved ones. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. I love that card. That's so beautiful. I might even post that for the card of the day. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. And even if your loved one did tell you that, it still is, and this comes through when I do readings too, how so much, it's like, that's what they want us to know the most, is how much they love us. I am being brought also to pets on the other side. I keep seeing like a ton of pets coming through. So if you have a pet that's on the other side that passed away, this is also a message from your pets too. Of course, they can't talk and they can't communicate. So it's their way of saying that they love you, and they weren't able to say that they loved you in words. But it's their way too of coming through today. And with the heart also, that's significant. So, and the tree, because it's in the form of a tree. So if you have a connection with those things, that's a message from your loved one. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to, this energy forecast video, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. And look for the emails that are going to be coming out this week. We're only doing this for a couple of days for the discount for our launch for our digital course that we're creating. That's going to launch in January. We're giving away, we're doing a discount for the first 10 people for half off for our Manifesting Success and Prosperity Master Course. So that the emails will come out on Tuesday, and it'll only be for a couple of days. So make sure you get in on that. And we're so excited. All right. Have a great day. Please reach out and let me know how this reading has helped you, what you took away from it. And if you're interested, I do private readings. If you're struggling, if you're having a hard time, reach out to me. And I also do coaching, and I can work with you one-on-one, and we can work through any blocks that you have, or something, if you feel stuck, or if you just feel like, you can't figure out what you need to do, what your next step is. Even if, if there's an issue, I love doing my coaching, because working on healing, that is a very significant piece for me. And I love helping people to be able to heal in whatever area or whatever way they need healing. So if that calls to you, reach out to me, and I would love to work with you. All right. Have a wonderful day. Sending lots of love. Mwah. Take care. Big hugs. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving. I'm so sorry. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a great Thanksgiving. Sending lots of love to everybody. All right. Bye-bye.